In moments when our souls have endured the harsh ups and downs of life, we slowly realize that suffering is not just a barrier between dreams and reality, but also a springboard that allows us to rise. It is no longer a time to escape in anxiety, but a moment to listen deeply to the call from within, the voice of awakening and maturity. Every pain, whether immense or fragile, carries a valuable lesson, like pieces of a puzzle in the grand picture of life. Instead of avoiding or denying it, we should step forward, observe, and feel the transformation. It is through understanding and accepting difficult moments that we begin to uncover the hidden strengths and inner values we never noticed before. Like the landscape after a storm, each sharp raindrop has washed away the dust, leaving behind vibrant blooming flowers. Pain paves the way for peace, broadening our vision and nurturing our hearts. Through this, our journey becomes more meaningful, imbued with compassion and wisdom, helping us not only survive challenges, but also live fully with ourselves. In each moment of facing hardship, we are tested and our souls are enriched. As stated in the Dhammapada, the Buddha taught, suffering is not an enemy, but a teacher. This highlights that when we choose to face and learn from suffering, we discover the latent strength within us. Consider the story of Milarepa, the legendary Tibetan Buddhist yogi. Before becoming an enlightened sage, Milarepa endured great hardships and committed serious mistakes. However, those very wounds of the soul became the inspiration that forged his resilience, nurtured his compassion, and ultimately led to enlightenment. His story clearly illustrates that if we learn the lessons from suffering, it can become a launching pad for transformation and growth. Suffering also teaches us that all emotions, even the most negative ones, have their value in our life journey. When we face pain, we learn to let go of unnecessary attachments and embrace the emptiness of the soul with compassion. As Thich Nhat Hanh teaches, each time we endure a pain, we are polishing our hearts to make them softer and more open to others. Take the story of Liam, a man living in a quiet northern European town who once had a seemingly perfect life, a happy family, stable work, and good health. But then disaster struck. An accident took his beloved wife away. In that moment, everything collapsed. He once thought he could never go on living without waking up to her familiar smile and gaze beside him. However, after months of sinking into darkness, Liam found a small book in his wife's old room, a simplified translation of the Buddha's teachings. In it, there was a note from her: suffering is not the end. It is the beginning of an inward journey. From that moment, Liam embarked on his inner journey. He learned meditation, attended Buddhist retreats in Thailand, and gradually transformed his pain into deep compassion. Soon he became a mindfulness meditation guide for those who had lost loved ones, especially fathers, mothers, and spouses who had been swept away in unspeakable loneliness. Liam did not forget his own pain, but it was because of it that he opened a new path, not only healing himself but also becoming a small light for other lost souls. Liam's story reminds us that suffering does not come to break us, but to refine us, like a skilled craftsman polishing a rough stone into a shining gem. If we have the courage to face it, the patience to stay with it, then suffering itself becomes the path, not leading us further from ourselves, but bringing us back closer, deeper into who we truly are. The Dhammapada also emphasizes that a mind that is not disturbed by praise or blame, by pleasure or pain, this is the mind of one who is liberated. This guidance helps us find peace amid life's storms. It means that when we learn to keep our hearts awake, we not only overcome suffering, but we also become more grounded before any challenge. Additionally, the image of the lotus blooming from the muddy water is a powerful symbol in Buddhist culture. Without the mud, how could the lotus bloom and release its fragrance? Similarly, without experiencing hardships, we would never fully appreciate the true meaning of happiness.